Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The Seahawks send out their punter as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. Oh, he pulls over him. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on.
First down, Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Seahawks nothing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Here's Murray. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Omaha. That's one.
Connor.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold it to a short pickup.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Cardinals 14, Seahawks nothing.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Tua swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Seahawks are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
27 yards there, a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Tua's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go. Here we
2nd
go.
and 14.
Black shot. Black. Ready.
On play action, here's Tua. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
The point after is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Play fake. Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Getting the ball is Cook running left. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on?
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and you got tagged for it there.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
The Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
Now Tua. He hits his target, locked it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage, because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 9, Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Shot, 17.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering, because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Tua going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Murray a give. This is Connor. taken down at the 42. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Callahan. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. That pass complete to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Callahan. And he's got it to about the 40.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point safely through. And it's now 17-14. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. And but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Seahawks 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Shoves him aside. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run it again with Cook. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
The extra point up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The drive will start with Connor, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
On 2nd down now, Callahan. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. On second down, Callahan bulldozes past him and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does. So
the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Callahan. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Now Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Left side, Cook. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.